Hi, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. We are going to be watching 1899 from the creators of Dark, another series that we've watched here on the channel and we've enjoyed so much. I would say that it's one of our favorite series that we watched on the channel, or we have a lot of favorites, to be perfectly honest. And well, this is not something that we do that often necessarily, but just for those of you out there who might be new to the channel, this is Kat. I'm Sonny, and you haven't been on the channel now for a little while, and there's a very good reason for that. And I don't know if you want to explain it, or
I popped out a kid. So,
yeah,
I've been, healing.
healing
and trying to get a little bit of sleep at least. So if I look insanely tired, that's because I am insanely tired. So insanely tired that I can't even speak English right now.
Insanely.
Insanely.
Yeah, and the little one is sleeping right now, but we do have a baby monitor on in the background, so we might have to take a break or something. Let's hope not, because it's already really late and you need your sleep. We need to get into this show, but before we do, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Check out our Patreon page where you can watch full-length reactions. There's a bunch of other stuff over there. If you really like the content on this channel and you want to support us, then Patreon is the best way. And if you can't do that, then again, please subscribe, like, comment. It all helps out with the algorithm, which is that's a whole other beast that's difficult to wrangle most of the time, and I never know how it works, other than just views and likes and comments, and it all helps. So again, if you want to help out the channel, do some of that. Are you ready to jump into this?
Yes.
The first episode, season 1. It is season. Like, we're getting several seasons. I would assume. Either way, yeah. Let's jump into this. Here we go.
The brain is wider than the sky. For put them side by side, the one the other will contain.
Already, like just the imagery and the vibe. It's just, for lack of a better word, dark.
For hold them blue to blue. The one the other will absorb.
Looked like a pyramid.
But not in Egypt, though.
Where is my brother? He was out in the Prometheus. What if I remember? What have you done to my memory?
Wake up. Was that the same actor plays Partagaz in Andor and Qyburn in Game of Thrones, or was that just me? Either way, this is already pretty intense.
Okay, so they have burn marks on her wrists.
That, or like from ropes,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
yeah. Oh yeah, those types of burn marks. Yeah, got it. She's studying the brain. You know a little something about that?
Yeah.
I found out what our father did. Meet me in New York. Don't trust anyone. Your brother.
That's the same room number as the room that, like, it was like an insane asylum or something. No, we're on a ship. Yeah. Eerie.
Yeah, just... I hate the water. I hate the ocean.
Oh, this is gonna be great then.
Oh, I hate it. Klar også, ja.
Pretty cool intro. You can definitely already tell it is from the same creators, or the same people who did Dark.
Fuck me, not again. Oi, Polak! Climb up, fix it.
That's not very nice.
No.
Or I don't know if it's a derogatory the same way that it is in Danish.
It sounded like that.
Like it was meant derogatory, right?
Yeah. Statue of Liberty. So that they're sailing to New York?
Yeah.
J'arrête pas de penser à ce bateau qui a disparu. Je crois qu'il a coulé.
Delicious.
She's wearing a triangle.
咁多把刀就要你做咩㗎？我都唔知。
Why would one need so many knives? We already got so many cultures, languages.
The earrings is like the same thing as the title thing
Oh,
with the
triangle.
triangle and then like a cut through the bottom.
Ah.
Sorry, I just.
No, that's I'm sure, that's we're meant to notice that.
Baja la voz, por favor.
Ángel, baja la voz, por favor, Ángel, tranquilo, por favor. Ninguno de estos pobres desgraciados entiende ni una palabra de lo que digo. ¿Por qué debería hacerlo?
Is it true that you're a doctor?
My focus is on the human brain.
They let you cut up brains.
Women in England are allowed to study, not practice.
Oh.
What is so interesting about the brain?
The brain tries
Everything.
It holds all of the secrets of the universe.
The secrets of the universe.
There's a whole hidden world inside each one of us which only needs to be deciphered.
Aren't some things better left in the dark? Nervous wreck of a priest and his horny-looking brother. That exotic little bird over there with her sheep of a servant.
And those French honeymooners who clearly didn't marry for the right reasons.
They're all running away from something. Why else would someone ever want to go somewhere different?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, that was very fucking weird. Well, that's Danish.
Yo.
Yo.
Vi har brug for
Doctor?
en læge. Det er
Læge, ja, okay.
min søster. En doktor!
Oh, this is so weird listening to Danish. I know, yeah.
En doktor!
Go help them if you can. What the? Why? Ma'am? She clearly saw what you just did.
Er du doktor?
Er du læge? Sorry. So,
Reference.
yeah. Oh, she's not that kind of a doctor, though.
A very long way.
Oh, or maybe, but yeah, she's gonna help either way.
How long? 7 months? 6 months? 7.
Well, she got it. Soup.
Hvorfor har du taget hende med, dit fjols? Jeg har ikke brug for hjælp.
Ikke brug for hjælp.
Clearly, they need help.
Nej. Det er helt forkert. Vi ved ikke, hvem hun er, eller hvad hun er. Du må gøre noget.
Hvad hun er. What she is. What?
Like the profession.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
what she
I'm just reading too much into
Pain will
everything.
come from being back.
Ooh, and
It's
but
rare that they can get tangled up in it.
they're gonna see
I
her
have to
wrists.
tend the baby.
What's wrong with Ben, baby?
Okay, come. We just had way too many of like scenes like this in
Yeah.
House of the Dragon. Please don't.
Hun kommer til at slå det ihjel. Det er Guds barn.
Who's barn?
Extremely religious. But it seems like she knows what she's doing. Fuck. Are you okay?
Don't. It's always so suspicious when they do it like that. Det var så lidt.
Okay, yeah. Already a lot of Danish.
Did not expect that much
No.
already.
They are Again, quite religious, the Danes on this ship. Which you can't really say for most Danes now.
I think at that time.
But at that time, sure, yeah.
What is he seeing?
Looked like he saw something awful.
The floor is wet, right?
Maybe his feet are wet. Oh, okay.
Right. Oh, that's the okay.
The married couple
Yeah.
didn't marry for the right reasons.
Tu m'aimes pas. Tu m'as jamais aimé. C'est pas un mariage, c'est un arrangement.
Ah, okay.
Når jeg bliver stor, vil jeg være
Åh.
doktor, ligesom dig. Har du børn?
What the
No, I can't have children.
Good old-fashioned panic attack?
Yeah, I would say so. There's some significance. Hey!
I know that one.
Yep, Jonas. Oh, well, no, it's not playing the same character, obviously. He's out having a drink. Is he the captain? Looks like the captain.
Yeah.
Passengers from first class aren't allowed down there. There are rules on this ship and they shouldn't be challenged.
Well,
Who
why?
made those rules and to whose benefit were they put in place?
Captain, Sie sollten das besser sehen.
Seit 20 Minuten empfangen wir das immer gleiche Signal.
Ich glaube, es kommt von dem vermissten Schiff. Der Prometheus.
Yeah, something tells me he's been, hired to sail all of these people to New York, but that's not what he wants. That's not why he's out there. He wants to find this freaking ship.
Wenn sie vor 4 Monaten vom Kurs abgekommen sind, dann hätte die Strömung sie nach Norden treiben müssen und nicht nach Süden. Wie sind sie dann hier gelandet?
Good question.
Why? Turn ship. You just do what you're told. Down here, you don't ask questions.
Well, I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, he knows something.
Yeah.
Seems like he's obviously afraid.
¿Sabes cuál es la gran diferencia entre tú y yo, querido hermano? Que yo no tengo miedo. Y a ti el miedo te consume. ¿Por qué no charlas un ratito con Dios? Pregúntale por qué te convirtió a ti en una oveja y a mí en el lobo.
I knew he would say that.
Dios santo, por favor, no dejes que volvamos.
And they're definitely running from something.
No podemos volver.
Yeah.
No puedo.
I thought you had no fear, man.
Og de andre?
De er udenfor for at lede efter skibet.
Hvad er der sket?
Det som er faret vild.
Hvad snakker du om?
De har vendt skibet om. De har hørt noget fra det andet skib. Det som er faret vild.
Hvordan ved du det? How do you know that?
Og da de vågnede næste morgen, var de alle blevet til skygge af sig selv. Måske det er det, der skete med det andet skib. Tænk, hvis der kun er skygge ombord.
Hold op med det vrøv.
That little girl, she knows a lot. Maybe his family was on board that ship or something.
Maybe.
Mia, step inside.
Yes?
Passengers shouldn't be in this part of the ship either.
Is it true that you found the Prometheus?
We don't know.
Perhaps.
I will address the current situation in the dining room in an hour. I'm sure all your questions will be answered then.
Gonna need a lot of people to translate if he's gonna address everyone on the ship.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of bilingual people here. Oh, that was a gun?
That was a gun. That's the same
Yeah.
writing. Handwriting.
It fucking is.
Yeah. And it's closed with that
Same seal and yeah, same
this
symbol.
Symbol, yeah.
The plot thickens. I'm so freaking intrigued by this whole story already.
I thought I made myself clear. No talking. Yes, madam.
What?
Excuse me?
6 hours ago, we received a message. Coordinates southwest of our course. We believe this message comes from the Prometheus, the ship that went missing a couple of months ago.
Believe. You're not sure the signal comes from lost ship?
Okay,
We are not. But the communication technology we're using on the ships of this company is rare.
more bilingual people than I thought.
Reach further distances than that on other ships.
Well, they are
The coordinates were 7 hours away from us.
rich, some of them.
And there's no other ship from our
First
company
class.
traveling this route at the moment.
My brother and I and all these people, we paid good money for this trip. 7 days to get to New York, no detours.
He does not care. Okay, so yeah, of course, the rich people on the ship, they are, some of them, you know, they can understand and speak English, but the ones who aren't rich, which from what we've seen so far, at least, you know, the Danish people, they can't speak any other language.
Wiem, mi tu nie wolno. Przepraszam, ja tylko przerwę miałem.
Rest, ja już pójdę. Das nach. Je pas te faire de mal. C'est fort.
Where did he come from? Like, he's starved. He, you know, took the clothes he's wearing.
Clothes? Oh, that has a meaning in its own.
It most certainly does.
Yeah.
Are you not hungry?
Just not hungry for another conversation about the weather, the decline of the empire, or the fact that I'm a woman traveling alone.
Decline of the Empire. I know, it's the British Empire.
Right down here, the ocean has a depth of almost 4,000 meters.
Yikes.
Man has mapped out every corner of this world, been to the farthest deserts, the top of the highest mountains. But what's down there is still a mystery. A hidden world in the shadows.
Still, to this day, a lot of what's down there is a freaking mystery. Ooh.
And of course, just as it is getting dark, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. And now it's full on dark. It looks abandoned as fuck.
Wenn ich weg bin, bist du für die Brücke verantwortlich.
Das ist gegen die Vorschrift. Sie haben das Kommando über das Schiff. Sie können nicht...
Oh.
Yikes.
Wollen wir den Priester nicht auch mitnehmen?
Why?
Ich meine nur, wir haben
just-
keine Ahnung, was uns drüben erwartet und...
¿Qué dice? ¿Por qué quieren que vaya con ellos? Porque eres cura, ¿recuerdas?
What's your name?
Eso no tiene sentido y ni siquiera hablo su idioma. Ya.
Your name?
You're a priest, remember? Shit, poor guy. Oh.
Was macht ihr hier? Bist du taub? Zurück auf deinen Posten!
Franz, lass das Boot runter.
Warum ist das Meer so ruhig? Es geht kein Wind mehr. Genau wie man sagt. Das Meer weiß, wenn der Tod in der Nähe ist.
Er hat recht. Das stimmt was nicht.
Oh, fuck, man.
Ihr beiden kommt mit.
Oh. Well, of course. I would be like, nope, I'm not going there as well. Fuck this. You can demote me, you can do whatever. Just don't throw me overboard. And don't send me to the ship.
Well, if you had to choose.
Between those two?
Yeah.
Well then.
Heroin?
Fuck. Heroin.
Maar waarvoor?
That was no please, though. There was not a please.
There was no please in that sentence, no.
Wow. That was a no. No?
Ya no lo quieres.
Tack. Oh, he's shaking.
Casi diría que te favorece.
Oh. Is he running away because he's...
Yeah, maybe.
Du wartest hier. Wenn wir in einer Stunde nicht zurück sind, holst du Hilfe. Du zuerst.
An hour? Fuck.
How are they going to tell if an hour has passed? Do they have pocket watches?
Yeah. It's not that far back in time. Shut up. So we have two people here who received the same letter for some reason. So both of them clearly looking for the ship.
But that letter was written by her brother, right? Or was that another letter?
I'm not quite sure. Could be right about that.
I'm hearing all sorts of noises in this house, and it's...
All of a sudden. The wind is also like blowing like crazy outside, which doesn't make this whole experience less eerie. Watching this. At least we're not doing it in the dark.
Was hat aufgehört?
Die Koordinaten, sie haben aufgehört, sie zu senden.
As soon as they got on the ship. Like,
doesn't it look like it has been sunk?
Yeah, like submerged at some point. And it doesn't look like it's been gone for just a few months. And that's what they said, right? Like 4 months or something?
Yeah, 4 months.
What's that?
Embroidered ribbon.
Belong to someone he knows. I think that's it, yeah.
That's where I put my money.
Yeah, that's why he's reacting the way that he is right now.
我唔想再化呢啲妝，再着成咁啦。我哋當初係認命啊，呢一切就唔會發生。你點痛我啊？做人就係會痛噶啦。你快啲練下你啲日文啦，要記住，船到橋頭自然直，未直係因為未去到橋頭啫。
There's a lot to all of these characters. Their backstories, who they are, what they want.
Someone destroyed the telegraph.
Recently? But...
How did they send a signal?
That... Not recently. What? The fuck?
From her vision? Or whatever that was?
Yeah, right. It's a scarab, right?
Perhaps.
That's what they're called. Scabi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What or who is in there?
Fuck off. Yeah, pick up something. Whoa, okay, she is brave. What? Oh my God. What is it? What is it? Don't just... It's a kid.
Are you alright?
And why did they put you in there? What did you do?
I really like this song, actually. I don't, have you heard it before? Okay. Clearly about Alice in Wonderland. Must be some significance there, why they're using that. Oh, he's sending into the rooms? Oh, fuck no. What? Oh, no, he sent it in and then the door unlocked?
Is there blood on his cuff?
Oh, okay. Really fucking intriguing first episode. That was an hour?
Seems like it. Yeah.
Damn, that went by quick, I think. Don't you?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. That was really, really freaking interesting.
Yes.
I like that, and like same vibe that we got from Dark in a lot of the cases, or in a lot of the scenes, and the undertones, like the score behind it, you know, those that eerie sound you get once in a while. And also the fact that you get introduced to a bunch of characters it seems like they all have secrets. There's definitely a lot of different backstories. They want different things, but they're all in this together, so to say, whether they want it or not now. Because the captain wanted to, at least. Looks like, yeah, he's been wanting to find this ship for a while.
Yes.
Or ever since it disappeared. And it was 4 months, right? Yeah. Again, it just looks like it's been gone for more than 4 months.
Well, if
the state of it.
If it has been submerged.
Yeah, and then the big question is, like, then how did it get unsubmerged? And how are there people alive? That kid, like, he does not look like he's been submerged at all. What's that fucking object he's got? The pyramid shape? What does it all mean? Why is... sorry, I can't remember her name, the doctor. But why is she there? Other than, you know, it's connected to her brother, her father. We got a lot of flashes. That's how they started the whole series, was with her in what sort of looked like an insane asylum. Then being locked in a room and coming out of the room with the same room number, but now on the ship. So that's just in and of itself a big fucking mystery.
And this whole thing with the mind.
Yeah. That's how they really started it, with the voiceover
the way that with the mind and kind of pulling these things back and forth between like some of the visions that she saw, and you know how kind of connecting. I don't know how if it's gonna play into that, if it's gonna be something is going on inside her mind, or in somebody's mind, or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of questions already, and just again, if we follow what happened in Dark, the way that show was structured, we're not gonna get a lot of answers until like way later, and it's just gonna keep us guessing and guessing and guessing, and we might come up with some theories, and they're most likely going to be wrong. And there's gonna be a lot of that. You're probably gonna see us, you know, just keep on guessing and getting to like wrong conclusions, and then maybe having some epiphanies along the way. Maybe we're gonna hit the target once in a while, but again, I'm really intrigued by this, and I love the multicultural part of it, and that we have. It seems clear that okay, now we have like some core characters that we're going to follow. Clearly, like there are more people on the ship than we got introduced to, but we're gonna be following the captain, Ike. What's his name? Ike. Yeah, Ike. We're obviously gonna be following what seems to be maybe like the main character, the doctor. Again, sorry, don't remember her name, or if we even got a name. And then we're gonna be following Oleg, the Polish guy, and Jerome. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, you know, in French, but that guy who's also a bit of a mystery, and like where did he come from? Then we have the French couple who got married for the wrong reasons. It was an arranged marriage. I think we can gather that much.
They literally said it.
An
arrangement.
Yes. And there's a lot of symbolism there, like with just what she's wearing, and in general throughout the show, and what people are wearing. Then we have this madam person who talked to like the main character, the doctor, earlier on, but she is also connected to the two the Cantonese ladies who are sort of in hiding or pretending to be someone they're not, and practicing Japanese. Sorry, the baby alarm is so we have those two clearly running away from something. And then we have the two Spanish guys, they're brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also running from something. We have an idea of what that might be, at least in the case of one of them, the guy who's not a priest, but who was, sharing a smoke with the Danish guy. And maybe it has something to do with his, sexuality. Could be that's a guess. I don't want to presume anything when it comes to that. And then his brother pretending to be a priest, but not really. That's how I understood that.
Oh, okay. That completely went over my head.
I think, at least just from what they said when Ike, the captain, said that he wanted a priest with him, and there was something in the conversation there and in the dialogue between them that led me to believe that he's not really a priest either. And then, there's some people, of course, working on the ship, working for the captain. And there are rules on the ship. We've gotten that established.
But that's more like classicism.
Yeah,
classicism.
Yeah, exactly. It has to do with separating the rich and the poor. And then we've been talking about the people we have been talking about so far. I guess we'll lump them in with the rich people. Mm. Then we have for lack of a better term, the poor people, which are the Danes. The people we definitely understand. And when they're talking, we really don't need any subtitles for that. No. Tove, she's pregnant, and there was a whole issue there with turning the baby. We know that they're all of them very religious. Then we have the young girl, Tove's little sister, who seems like she knows way more of what's going on than a girl her age should.
I guess she's just curious first of all, but also very observant, and she's very good at. And I actually think children are very good at
picking things up.
No,
sorry.
They're good at speaking to each other, but not necessarily they're better at handling language barriers. That at least that's my experience, that they are better at handling it than adults.
Yeah,
and are not, so they can make themselves more understandable in a way, or I don't know how to explain it. Because my English is failing me. So.
I totally get that. It's
speaking about language barriers.
But it seems like as a child, she's understanding more of what's going on than one would usually assume. And she wants to be a doctor as well. That was a sweet little scene, I think, at least. So those are the people we've gotten introduced to, the characters we've been introduced to now. Did I miss anyone?
No, it was just that, she did the whole, are you pregnant thing? Or, and we then got a little tidbit that possibly has not been they wouldn't tell us if it wasn't important that she's not able to have children. Something tells me that's not voluntary.
No, just based on what we saw in the beginning. Her background.
And there was some sort of sorrow in the way that she said it, no, I can't have children. There was some sort of.
And the way that and then she got those flashes. She saw the scarab. Was that then? When I think it was. And then she kind of rushed out of the room, bumped into the young Danish guy who was offering her a cross, because that was all they had, he said. That triggered something inside of her. a memory or something. Definitely. So, and now we have someone coming out of the water and crawling onto the ship, and he had a scarab in his pocket and let it, slipped it under a door, and then the door unlocked. And that was pretty much the end. Like, while this crew, they went to the Prometheus and found the boy with the little weird pyramid. And we saw a pyramid at the beginning as well, with like all of those scenes. And
with the scarab.
Yeah.
Because usually in Egyptian culture, there are a lot of scarabs.
Yeah.
So the pyramids and the scarabs kind of fit together that way.
Sure do. Yeah, there could be something about that. It could be connected to that as well. But it
wasn't a classical pyramid, because a classical pyramid has like a square bottom, and this one had like only triangular sides. Classical pyramid, they have 4 sides and a bottom, and this one had 4 sides, period. So that was like 4 triangles together.
And it's just spooky, creepy with them arriving at the ship. Of course, it's night, sending up the red flare. The water all of a sudden is still, which that's extremely spooky. I think we're going to get a lot more of that, so I'm just going to have to mentally prepare myself for the spookiness, maybe like horror elements that we're going to get inside of this series in general. But there was also some of that in Dark, but more than anything else, it's a mystery. And I do like a good mystery. I like when a series can do that, keep you guessing, but still keep you engaged, and you want to know more. You're only getting little breadcrumbs along the way. Besides that, a cool intro, like the song that they're using and used in the end as well. I heard it for the first time, I think, in like the trailer for the most recent Matrix movie, where, the whole Alice in Wonderland thing and follow the White Rabbit, that's, that makes sense with the Matrix, because we got that in the first movie. And I would think there's a link, like there's a reason why they're using that song and using something that has to do with Alice in Wonderland as well in this series.
Yeah, it's perhaps there's something to do, because we saw like the beginning was basically just like when you're talking about the mind, and you have this like whirlpool, and then you go through the whirlpool, and then you end up with her.
Yeah, true.
So perhaps it's something about, going down the rabbit hole, and this rabbit hole is like a maelstrom. Is that what it's called? Maelstrom.
Yeah. Maelstrom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't there also something with Alice in Wonderland and theories there about insane asylums and all of that? I think at least, use some of that in those live action ones, with Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter and all that. And then they kind of went away from it again. But I thought at least that part of it was interesting, because it's like, what if all of this that Alice is experiencing is in her mind? It's not fucking real. She's insane. She's in an asylum. So again, yeah, now we're just going out on a tangent here and guessing. But maybe we should just wrap it up, because we're also getting tired. But this was a great first episode, if you ask me. And I can't wait to continue. I don't know when we're going to do that. We're going to watch when we can, as much as we can. Do you want to keep going?
I have a few things.
You have a few things. Yep, sure. Sorry.
It's just the whole like the premise with this like abandoned ship, and that's been like mysteriously vanished and suddenly reappeared. It reminds me of an X-Files episode. And they named the episode. It was a little bit silly, but Død Kalm. So it's I think they had like someone on the crew, or like a translator or something, and they wanted to do something like Scandinavian, so they used like because like a dead calm.
Oh, okay.
But they just tried to directly translated, and that's not how you would.
That's gibberish, not what.
No, because like then the dead part is definitely right. Like dead means like død
Yeah.
and dead. Then kalm is not a word as far as I'm concerned. I don't know in Norwegian, but definitely not in Danish.
At least not a word we use anymore. Or...
Definitely not for like
yeah.
Like a calm. Definitely not.
Yeah, could be maybe like død stilhed instead. You know, calm stillhed.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Or dræbende stillhed, like
that would make more sense.
Something like that. But it's yeah. So there's just a little bit of that, you know, vibe going on. Like there's like a ship that has been gone for I don't know 40 years or something, and then suddenly it just reappears. Or I can't remember exactly what they find out. I think it's actually just like the air on the ship that just ended up aging them insanely quickly. So they just looked like they I can't remember, but it just I think it's just
it reminded you of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of in
Yes.
my brain, and then also a lot of like there's some Titanic vibes as well. With especially with the classicism on this ship thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of a horror movie I saw many years ago. Not voluntary at all. Like when you know, as kids, got together and had like a movie night, and then you would vote on the movie that you're gonna see, and then a lot of the time, all the other kids would be like, "We're gonna watch a horror movie," and I was always like, "Why?" And that was one of the movies we saw at one point. I think it was just called Ghost Ship, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
But it reminded me this reminded me of that movie. Oh, and before we end, someone suggested that maybe we do like because there are people speaking Danish in the series, we would do like a Danish word of the day kind of a thing at the end of each of these reactions, and maybe we'll come up with a word that relates to the actual series.
Or the episode, yeah.
Yeah. And you had a good suggestion, so triangle, because
Trekant.
Yeah.
Trekant, as in it basically means like 3 corners.
Yeah, directly translated pretty much. So
Trekant.
triangle, trekant. There you go. That's the Danish word of the day. And with that, that'll do it for this reaction and review of 1899 Season 1, Episode 1, The Ship. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.